message after the tone.
You have reached the former random hotline. Sorry, we missed your call.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Calls with Former Randoms. I'm Alice, and I have Blogtoven here with me.
I'm Blogtoven.
Hello. We have some great voicemails for you. This week's theme was bloops and goofers and mistakes and I don't know. I wasn't here last week. I did watch the show. It was fun. But more importantly, next week is Beef Week.
Beef Week?
That's right. It's Beef Week. I want you to call in to start some beefs. I want you to call in to squash some beefs. I want you to call in to counter some beefs. No beef will go unaddressed. We are going to take your voicemails live on the show, which means if you call in during the show to respond to something, we will play it on the show. We're going to play every voicemail we get. I hope we get more than the week we named my cat. Next week, we're going to start an hour early at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We're trying to get all of the former randoms on. Does that mean I'm putting out an ask to former random Mel? Yes. Does that mean I'm going to put an ask out to all the other former randoms who don't participate in our secret Discord clubhouse? Yes. It's Beef Week. Beef Week is coming.
That's awesome.
Call beefs now. Call them in during the show. Doesn't matter. But we are gonna be talking beef. So, we still have a show to do until Beef Week starts. So, why don't I bring up the voicemail list? Here we go. Blogtoven, why don't you go ahead and pick the first voicemail?
I gotta go with Papaya.
There's one you're calling out to you, and you went with. Okay, I'll play.
Hey, former randoms. I don't know if it's my favorite blooper, but one blooper that I made, the anonymous caller made, that'll always stick with me is when I was trying to read Janos' name off in the chat and thought it said J Papaya. Yeah. I'll always remember that one. Stay random, J Papagia.
J Papaya.
J Papaya.
Am I going to try to get Janos on the show next week? Yes. Janos is a former random.
It's very exciting, all the Beef Week stuff, because I had an idea of Beef Week, but yet I had no idea about Beef Week. So it was also very much a surprise for me, the various details about Beef Week.
Yes. But yeah, have you ever mispronounced a name? Mispronounced a name in an embarrassing way?
I'm sure I do all the time. Just kids have very unique names nowadays, and I feel like no one ever corrects me, but I'm sure I'm saying their name wrong all the time, and I'm sure they just don't correct people. But I feel like generally people don't comment if you say their name wrong. I think they just kind of accept it.
I will say I didn't understand what your online name is, Blogtoven, was until we hung out and you explained it to me, and then it made perfect sense.
Yes. Well, obviously the name originated with classical music stuff involved, and then it just became what I call myself on the internet.
We're getting a request from the chat for you to explain it.
Oh, explain it. Oh, okay. So Beethoven is a composer. I very much enjoy his music, and I thought I would create a blog about classical music, so I called it Blogtoven. And that's
Nice,
it.
nice.
Yeah.
Would you say you stan Beethoven?
Yeah, I would certainly say that. Yeah.
Which
Actually,
is to say you would kidnap him and drive him in a car and throw it in a river, whatever happens in that song?
maybe.
Okay. We're getting a request here from Wizbeth. Can Wizbeth ask Blogtoven a joke?
Yes. Oh, do you want me to tell a joke?
No, I think she wants to ask a joke.
Okay, go ahead.
We're working with the delay here. I'm very excited about Beef Week. Obviously, I think it's going to be oh, here we go. Here's the.
I do know the answer to this. What is Beethoven doing right now? Should I answer it, or do you want to go ahead and go?
I don't know. What is Beethoven doing right now?
Right now he is decomposing.
Oh.
I will take this opportunity to tell my absolute number one favorite joke of all time.
Okay.
Which is, why couldn't Beethoven find his teacher?
I don't know why.
Because he was hiding.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I don't have any Beethoven jokes.
It's a great joke because it's factual. He was actually his teacher. It's not even just wordplay. It's like
you're just digging yourself deeper, man.
Factual. Yeah.
Okay. Since you didn't pick it, I'm gonna pick the voicemail call that's named Blogtoven ? Now playing Blogtoven.
Hi, I'm Blogtoven, and I want to talk about Star Trek and Star Wars and Star Search and yada yada yada. Ha! It's not really Blogtoven. He's been spoofed. Alice, he might ask you to delete this, but he's not the boss of you, so you don't have to.
Yeah. What is your response?
I don't know what that person is talking about. That was me, so I'm confused.
Okay. Do you want me to delete it?
It's hard because you just asked me if I wanted you to delete it, so I don't want you to delete it.
Okay. We'll keep that one around.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe you want to start a beef.
That's true. A Beeftoven, if you will.
Beeftoven. Do you want to see a 1.5 minute animation of psychedelic Beethoven from the Don Bluth animated video game Dragon's Lair 2 Time Warp?
Yes.
I think I do. Missy, post the link in the chat and we'll pull it up. Also, we got a Whiz Beef. It's what's for dinner. Okay, here we go. Give me 1 second. Pulling this up. And that's I have this other window for. Sharing. Oh. There we go. We are definitely gonna need to. I could enjoy $30 off YouTube TV. Well, how nice. You're definitely gonna need to take the VOD of this down right away. Nonetheless, here we go. This is from Missy Information from Dragon's Lair 2. Wow, that was incredible.
It was, yeah, it was like the whole thing. Well, the whole movement. Not the
Was
whole
that
movie.
better or worse than Fantasia?
I wouldn't say there's no reason to pit them against each other. I would say
No,
they're
but that's what we do on this show.
We're
having beef week.
That's for beef. You know, we gotta save that for beef week.
Okay, save it for beef week. Save it for beef week. I got
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's I guess Dragon's Lair versus Fantasia is the beef matchup.
Yeah. Do you know they made a version of Fantasia or of Dragon's Lair you can play on a DVD player with your DVD remote?
I believe it. Is it the Panasonic one? The what was that system called?
No, I think it was no. I mean, I literally was like a movie DVD player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There was also another one. There's another game by that studio that has Don Bluth animation. I've seen it at California. I'm trying to Google it real quick. Vamp for me.
Let me think. What's another good classical music joke I can think of? I don't have anything right now. I shouldn't have started with that. I've never really played those Dragon Lair games. I just know they're famous for being really difficult. Lower Deck. Oh yeah, Lower Decks is coming back tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna watch along some Lower Decks in the K-Scum after Mary's show tomorrow. Just talking about Star Trek. Let me see what other comments do we have going on. Oh, 3DO. Thank you. That is the name of that console.
I can't find it. It was like this wide arcade cabinet, and it was about it was like it showed a cartoon basically, and you use the dial to move your character forward and backward in the scene, and he would be like a doctor, and he was inspecting a sexy lady, and he wanted to get close, but he couldn't get too close into her breasts and stuff. You know, the kind of like Leisure Suit Larry raunchy humor, probably not great. I swear this game exists. I will tweet about it if I can find it. But we shouldn't waste our time on that. We should waste our time with another voicemail. Okay, so I'm going to bring up the voicemail list, and then I'm going to take the first voicemail name I see in the chat. Here we go. I'm seeing On Nuts. On Nuts. Gonna play On Nuts.
Good evening, former randoms. It's bloopers week, and I'm calling to talk about classic bloopers from old films. There are lots of YouTube compilations of varying qualities out there, and sometimes the clips are great, and sometimes they're assembled out of other people's clips. My favorite thing about them is when the stars will blow a take and then use the corny and yet delightful phrase, nuts, to complain. But I think what is additionally great is the fact that they do swear and they do use normal cadence in contrast to the clipped, formalized way of talking that in the films. And so you get this amazing code switching between the stilted mid-Atlantic way in which we are reading minds and saying dialogue in which no human being has ever uttered words. And that amazing thing that we associate with those films then collapses down into swears and self-recrimination and humanity. And it's as magic of a trick as Peter Jackson restoring the World War I footage on the 100th anniversary and making and colorizing it and being able to see the humanity. I grew up watching old movies, and I've always believed in the humanity of these people, but it's that much more interesting to see how much that convention can be peeled away, and that I therefore am constantly, when I'm watching those movies, forgetting that they are part of a convention. I find them absolutely delightful for all of the strange ways in which they should and shouldn't appeal, and yet make me giggle regardless.
Yeah, that's a really interesting way to look at it.
I have to say that's a far deeper voicemail than I ever thought we would get with a topic of oops bloops, goofs
Yeah.
and dupes, you know.
Here I am queuing up a Home Improvements gag reel.
Right.
I was going to talk about how I think that I always thought as a kid, whenever Tim Allen would start laughing in one of these, it just seemed so fake. I got to hear for you. Watch this real quick.
Is parking your car under a tree filled with birds? I am not.
See how like quickly he just goes into it? And I don't mean to diminish that beautiful voicemail we got, but this is all I've been able to think about. Also, Tim Allen sucks. We all know that, but
I don't know. I feel like it's him actually laughing is funnier than a lot of the things he does. So it's just actually hearing laughter is funny. I think that's part of the appeal of bloopers is just literally people just start laughing, and you have to laugh if someone's legitimately laughing, even if it's just laughing at themselves.
Wait. We are not Comedy Bang Bang. You can't say you gotta laugh. They have a trademark on that one.
Ooh.
Scotty Ackerman's gonna come down to us.
How much
big
does that
podcast.
cost me?
Yeah.
Do I have to pay for that, or does that do you have to pay that, or does?
I mean, I'm probably gonna have to pay for it realistically.
You're gonna have to pay for it. Okay, I'm sorry for that.
Okay, now this is music. Give me some more. Give me some more of that Tool Man. Here you go.
Relationship anymore. Well, Jill's my wife. Why would you have a relationship with her? Is there something you want to tell me?
I don't know. I kind of like having Uncle Benny around.
Some JTT back here.
Yeah, he says when I'm 12, he's gonna take me to Vegas and get me laid.
Oh, here we go. I can see it from the thumbnail.
My steeple.
Just,
it's like explosive.
Look, I laugh at myself and I laugh at jokes I've written, which is a bad trait, but like this is another level. Okay, they're doing camera work. Anyway, that's enough of this.
I do have to say, when I think of bloopers, I feel like this time period, it was like, oh, throw bloopers at the end. People love it. I mean, Pixar, look at that blooper. I mean, Pixar even, manufactured bloopers at the end of movies.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The thing where they're animating their own fake bloopers because it's an animated movie is wild.
It is.
There's a video. I'm not gonna bring it up, but there's a video where there's one of these for Mario Tennis. I think it was either Mario Tennis or Mario Golf, and like every clip also ends with like the boom falling from the ceiling into frame. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Video games are hard to make, but also maybe
would that have been Nintendo 64 Mario Tennis?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a wild time. That was the introduction of Waluigi.
That's true.
I mean, things were going crazy. That was yeah. I don't know what that means.
Bring up the voicemail list. I'm going to pick a voicemail this time.
Yeah.
Actually, no. We went around. It's your turn again.
Okay. I gotta go with Weed Farm.
Weed Farm. Playing Weed Farm.
Okay. Hello, former random. It is I, Susie. I'm calling you to discuss my favorite blooper, which is also
No.
kind of my favorite like outtake at the same time. Like there's an outtake and then there are bloopers of the outtake. And those are both my favorites. If any of you have ever seen Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping. Okay, spoilers for that movie ahead. Whoa. In that movie, there's a bit where, you know, it's like this boy band, and they split up. Two of them are still working together. One of them wasn't. And so the two go to visit the one guy, and he now has like a weed farm. And he's showing them all his different strains. And he lifts one up, and he's like frog jizz. And it's a liquid, like it is not flour or anything. And so in the movie, that's all it is they just say frog jizz, and it's maybe like reference like that. But then there's an outtake on the DVD where he talks about harvesting the frog jizz, and like the joke is it's a very dark joke, and it's very funny. But then also there are like, I don't know, about 2 minutes of outtakes of him just trying to say the line because it's so ridiculous that he can't. He just busts out laughing before he can get all the way through it. And I love it so much. It's a wonderful little thing. Also, that whole DVD through Popstar is stacked with like bloopers and outtakes. There's probably a whole other hour plus of that movie just from like cut scenes and bloopers. So if anyone else is a fan of that movie, the DVD is a great purchase. That's it. Former random. Have a nice week.
Thank you, Susie. Yeah, the Discord bloops are coming from inside the house.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to stop that.
I've never seen Popstar. I probably should. I like those guys. Have you seen Popstar?
I have not seen it.
Okay, we are very well qualified to talk about this.
Very out of the element, so I'm not familiar with any other details of that. But I did find it a very endearing story. Sorry, why is this going crazy?
Oh. All right, it's a solo Alice hour. So as I was saying, next week, beef week. I want to see some beef started. I want to see some beef squashed. I want you to call in and counter beef people because they're beefing with stuff that you like. I want it all. Call in your beefs. Start calling them in now. We also got some new merch up at Alice.deals. Here's a picture of me wearing a shirt that says "We are all fucking fruit," which is a line from the League of Their Own. I could also just talk about a League of Their Own for 30 minutes. Also got this hat. This is the Trekker hat where it's just printed. We also have some embroidered hats. I am not tweeting about that because I do not want Warner Brothers to sue me into the ground. We know they are famously litigious, and they haven't. Their eye has not cast upon me yet, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and bring up the voicemail list. I'm gonna play Mysterious Sound. It's Mysterious Sound since we have a Mysterious Sound. Let's play Mysterious Sound.
Hey, I'm calling about the bloop. I only know of one confirmed bloop. According to the National Ocean Service, the bloop is the given name of a mysterious underwater sound recorded in the 1990s. Years later, NOAA scientists discovered that this sound emanated from an iceberg cracking and breaking away from an Arctic glacier. An Antarctic, you know what I mean. Anyway, does anyone else recall the bloop? Does this sound familiar? Are you concerned about future bloops? Anyway, let me know.
I do not know the bloop. I think I might have heard of it, but I don't know the specifics of it. And we returning champion Blogtoven.
Hopefully that worked. I think it was because I opened the link through Discord. I think Discord was just remaining open no matter what I did with it.
Yeah, it does that. It likes to do that.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's closed, but well, I think we're good.
Okay. Do you remember the bloop?
The bloop.
Oh
no.
Go in your taskbar and there should be an icon in the lower right that you can right click and then click quit. Little game controller looking dude. This is a two random operation.
This
is a two random operation.
I know. I wanted them to know I wasn't leaving you hanging.
Okay, we're getting a little echo also, so I'm just gonna mute you all for now. I feel like in the 90s we had all this promise of undersea discovery, right? Like there was Sequest DSV. There was like, I don't know. It felt like they were digging stuff up. There was all the thing about the Titanic, finding the pearls in the Titanic, and the ocean just has not delivered. Right? Has there been a big ocean discovery in like the last 20 years? What lurks underneath is what I want to know. What lurks underneath, and what are we missing out on? That's what I want to know. Also, I think I just want to watch Sequest DSV again. Sequest DSV seems like a show that I would like. People drowning, and I'm sure you all have seen it on Twitter, but there's that thing where the water levels are lowering, and now they're finding like bodies in Lake Mead outside Los Angeles, and like Nazi warships that sank years ago because all the water levels are receding because of climate change. I'm going to correct you right now. Jess Fatson. I'm not starting beef with the ocean. I'm starting beef with us as a species, not exploring the oceans. Where is the funding? We have like telemedicine where you can get Viagra by just filling out a form on a website. We don't know what's in the depths. That's what I want to know. Emily's saying it's not for humans. I don't care. We're fucking humans. That's the only thing humanity is good at is colonialism. So let's colonize the fucking deep. That's what I said. Oh shit. A gaffer on one BBBR's job did a league of their own. Fuck. That's great. We have a returning Blogtoven.
We should be good. Well, I said that last time, so you never know. I mean, what a perfect bit I did, making you think that I had all these notification sounds ruining the show. It's really a clever bit that I just did.
We are not gaslighting our viewers, Blogtoven. We are not gaslighting our viewers.
You all thought it was real. But
I can assure you the Discord noises were real. The Discord noises were real. This is not a Mandela effect situation. A lot of talk about League of Their Own. I could talk about that show for hours.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah. Like, I guess I just went in being like, it's, they're funny people. It's the movie. It's gonna be great, and it'll be funny, and it'll be fun, and it's just so much better than it could have just been that, and I would have loved it. But.
Right. Well, the introduction of Max and Clans and that whole half of the show is absolutely what they needed to do, and they did such a great job with it, and they tied it back into Carson's stuff. I on this very show, because I got to go to an early screening, I on this very show told you all that you were not ready for how hot they made Darcy Carden. I've been saying it for a month.
Yeah.
Was I not right?
You were very right, because I like by the first or second episode, I was like, yeah, well, of course, that's what we expected, and then it was like, oh, okay, wow, yeah.
I also have hold on, vamp for a second.
Oh, so here's a fun blooper related to Beethoven. This last weekend, my father-in-law, he was going through, I guess, different newspapers that he had that he was going to give me, and this one from, let's see, from, how do you see it?
New Zealand, 36 hours.
It's
in the country's adventure capital.
From Sunday, March 1st, 2020. This is about In Search of Beethoven. The whole article, because 2020 was Beethoven's 250th birthday, and they were about to celebrate the whole year of 2020, celebrating his birthday, and oops, COVID. So that ruined the plans to celebrate his birthday the whole year.
Was Beethoven a recluse?
Yes, but also he was definitely also he's deaf, so he was be aggressive towards people, and he was a recluse, but he also was very much in the public, so it's not like he was away from people. It's just he was known as being stubborn and whatnot, and probably yelling incoherently at people from time to time. I'm sure stuff like that probably happened.
I feel like there was a lot of that in 2020. Maybe we did honor him.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But yeah, right. So it's just so funny it's just like, oh yeah, we were all about to celebrate. Yeah, March 1st, 2020.
It's rough.
Things seemed that the year is going a bit different. That is true. He wasn't deaf his whole life.
Okay. So I just wanted to call out, we were talking about A League of Their Own. I made a new shirt for Alice.Deals with Joe DeLuca the Bazooka. This one will probably get me cease and desisted by Amazon, but I don't care. They can come after me. Beesbo, come get some. I've added a bunch of weird stuff lately. No, I want to sort by new. All right, so we got the bazooka shirt. We got this shirt, which is a recreation of a shirt that Elizabeth Moss wears in Her Story, or not Her Story. No, Her Smell. That movie, Her Smell, where she plays the Courtney Love like. I got this. I got CISO 2 as a hat. Fun fact: these are made in Latvia, and I ordered one, and it's still not here yet. It's gonna take weeks, but. Michael Poisson, I got a beef with Michael Poisson and NBC Universal because they will not sell me the CISO brand. I've been asking them for months now. So I just want to do it for this. I don't even want to start a streaming network. I just want to make hats and stuff.
Well, you'll have to ask Patrick, who allegedly has the CISO Twitter.
It's not Patrick, is what we've...
I know.
I actually have a very solid answer for who I think has it, but I'm not going to say it on this show. I'm not going to dox them.
Right.
Yeah. That, and then we are all fucking fruit. Great shirt. I wore mine last night, and then I got a bunch of stains on it, so I couldn't wear it tonight. We got lizard hats. We get the Eat My Ass shirt. Eat My Ass comes in many colors. Look at that: blue, black, red. Yeah. Got that. Anyway, that's your plug for Alice.Deals right now. So why don't we go back to
I didn't showcase my shirt, which is not an Alice.Deals shirt this time, but it is. You might recognize it.
Oh, offer only. A Bring to Noise
It's a
classic.
Bring to Noise classic shirt.
We love Bring to Noise here. Bring to Noise fucking rules.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pick the next voicemail. I'm gonna pick The Great White Way.
Hi, this is Misinformation. I'm calling because the theme I was told was goofs, and the goof that I would like to submit is one that I saw in theater on Broadway. Actually, I was attending Taylor Mack's performance or Taylor Mack's play called Titus, I believe, which was a sequel to Titus Andronicus. I'm also having a blank. It's a great story about Nathan Lane. I'm having a blank on the title of the play. But anyways, it featured him as a body. I'm trying to think of the word. A body builder is what I was trying to get. That's not what it is. He's throwing the corpses into a pile. So I was thinking he was building up the bodies. That's what I'm trying to think of on there. So his job is just to like throw all the corpses into a giant pile after the Shakespeare play is done, essentially. So it's all done in rhyming couplets. Very much a lot of clowning and fun with the very much doll-like corpses that are on stage and throwing them around. So we're used to that part in the play when all of a sudden he pulls out a bird to send a message with, and he throws it up in the air and it lands back down. And of course, that's hilarious because you think the bird's dead. So that's the joke. He takes it up, scoops it up, throws it up again, falls down. Hilarious. I'm dying because it's like, of course, and we're going to do this a third time. You know, what's going to happen? He throws it up and it falls back down. Again, I'm still liking it. I'm just thinking this is the bit. But it turns out that's the goof, because he then turns to the audience and says, "Oh, fuck it. It's a Wednesday night. Who's going to have anything after this? We're going to do it till we do it right." And I'm just sitting going, wait, do what till we do it right? Was something done wrong? So then on the fourth attempt, he scoops up the bird, throws it into the air, and it doesn't land. And I realized the entire time he's been trying to toss it up and throw it just over the threshold of the top of the stage so that it just lands up on a little basket or something they have up there. And that all the times, or at least some of the times that it fell down, were not supposed to happen. But again, you could have fooled me with that goof because I just thought it was Nathan Lane doing some extraordinary clowning work. And turns out the clowning work he did was clowning around with us, the audience, instead. There you go. That's my goof that I got to see. One that will not appear on any special features of any DVDs or on any YouTube page.
Wow. Thank you for that call. That was very intense. Blog, have you ever seen a theater blooper?
It did trigger a memory that I completely forgot. Is I did see Spam-A-Lot with the original cast. So with Tim Curry, David Hyde Pierce, Hank Azaria. I'm sure there's other people I'm forgetting. But I remember there was the point where Hank Azaria gets shot by an arrow, and the arrow comes out and has a message, and he reads it. But when we saw it, the sound effect went through, but the arrow didn't pop up. And so he went, "Oh," and he went, "Oh, well, it certainly sounded like I got shot," which, certainly works with Monty Python. But that was just the moment where it was like, oh, little tiny goof that, made it into a joke.
Yeah. I feel like I always see, and this is probably just because if they put a functioning theater show in a TV show, no one would care. But, like in TV shows and movies, there's always like screw ups, or they always like turn to the audience and say something. And I feel like I hear about those. There was the lady who threw up in Company, and then also Patti LuPone chewing someone out for complaining about masks at Company. I wish Beautiful City was here. She is the expert on these things. But every time I've seen a show, like I haven't seen a lot of theater, but every time I go to like a show, it's just good, and there are no like things that only happen live.
Yeah. I guess maybe if it helps you feel better, that was when it was still in previews. So they were getting the bugs figured out.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I guess that's what you expect then.
Yeah.
Pivot question: have you ever seen a dead body?
Kind of, I guess.
Okay, we don't have to talk about it.
I watched someone as they were passing on like their deathbed.
Oh, geez. Okay. I meant like in the woods or something, but
nothing outrageous like that. Nothing cinematic, of course.
Yeah. Definitely funerals for sure.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, right. And of course, yes.
My favorite story of audience fucking something up in the show is when they walked up to the set and plugged their phone into a fake outlet on the set. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is good.
Cool. Let's go to the voicemails.
Yeah.
And why don't we have the chat pick the next one? There's only a few left. Our first one we see in the chat, I will play. I'm checking if there's anything else I need to tell you guys about, other than Beef Week. Hockey. I'm seeing hockey. Playing hockey.
Hi, former randoms. I guess it's not really quite a blooper, but it's kind of a silly video. I guess I shouldn't be surprised it's a hockey video. It's if you look up 4-year-old mic'd up at hockey, it's from this guy named Coach Jeremy, who's usually posting instructional videos on techniques and stuff. But did post a few years ago, like a video of his like 4-year-old son playing Timbits hockey for the first time. And he mic'd him up, and it's quite an adorable video. I don't know if you want to watch the whole thing. It's like 6 minutes long, but it's an adorable little kid trying to play hockey for the first time. Thanks, randoms.
Thank you, 1BBBR.
Yeah.
All right, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, we gotta watch this.
Yeah. Right. I just kind of jumped ahead a little bit just to see here.
One, two. I'm doing it. What do we want to do? I did it.
This is very cute.
Okay. One, two. Okay, it's okay.
Oof.
Okay. Fast as I can.
This kid's persistent. This is good. This is determination. Yeah, watch out, everyone. That lady there, that lady here. Do you think when she bought the ad on the rink, she knew she was going to be in a viral video that would get 14 million views?
100%.
Wonder if they went back and charged her more for that.
Okay, I'm gonna go see Dad.
I'm gonna go see Dad. Oh. I don't know how to ice skate, so this kid is already doing way better than I am.
Hey, Snow, want to play with me? I'm gonna do so fast. What's that?
Also, I love that they're sponsored by Tim Hortons.
My legs are tired. I'm not in this group. I have a pee.
Pretty good.
I very much identify with the let's nap.
Yeah, that's real. Do I know how to ground skate? No, I don't know how to ground skate either. I did go rollerblading a few times when I was much younger, but it's not something I'm able to do right now. It's definitely something I want to learn how to do. I have skates that I bought during the pandemic that I never used because I was very afraid of breaking my ankle. So
I actually broke my arm rollerblading. Very contentious argument is it's because my mom refused to let me rollerblade in the street where it was dangerous. So instead, I rollerbladed on the sidewalk where the sidewalk is uprooted because of various trees, and that's how I broke my arm, because that was the safe thing to do.
Yeah. Would you say you have a beef over that?
I would say I have a beef over that. I would also say that that is a blooper. Just the act of rollerblading, falling, and breaking your arm. I mean,
Yeah.
if it was videotaped, it would certainly be a blooper.
Would it be funny though? Is that funny? Like, did you fall down in a funny way?
Kind of. I remember I fell and rolled and like landed in like the yard of a friend's house, and his dad was like, "Hello," like nonchalantly reacting to the kid who just
right
fell and rolled right in front of him.
So it would make it onto America's Funniest Home Videos, but it wouldn't win.
It would not win. No.
Yeah.
No.
But more importantly, you still have a beef.
I have a beef for sure.
Weak.
Let's go back to the voicemails. We only got 4 left. Blog Talk, why don't you pick our next one?
Gotta go with the biggest blooper of all time, pregnancy.
Playing pregnancy.
Hi, former Random Val here. First time, long time. I'm calling about Goose. Specifically, I guess Goofy had a son at some point, and people want to act like that confirms Goofy fucks. And I just think that's not necessarily true. I mean, was there an episode where they talked about the pregnancy and made the decision to move forward? Or was it a planned pregnancy? Or did they maybe have help with IVF? Or really, I just don't know why we wouldn't think about adoption as a non-sexual option for having offspring in the Disney universe. Like cartoons are drawn and then adopted by other cartoon characters. You know what I mean? But I'm not a Disney adult, so maybe I shouldn't speak on this topic. I prefer to spend my extra cash at alice.deals, and you should do the same.
Yeah, does Goofy fuck?
I mean, canonically.
Well, okay. Does Goofy fuck to procreate? Is there some other way that they would procreate? Is it like IVF?
I wish Connor was here because he would know exactly when each Goofy character of all sorts was created. And I believe he has on an Insta Live talked about this and shown like Goofy's original wife from like a 1955 cartoon.
Yeah. Getting some comments here. Max inheriting stuff from Goofy. Goofy only fucked in the 60s. Yeah, didn't we all? They're both dogs. Yeah, they are. They're both dogs. All right. I don't want to go into Goofy Pluto discourse. I think that's kind of a little hack at this point. But what if they laid eggs? What if Goofy was like laying an egg and had to sit on the egg, and then Max pops out? And immediately out of the egg, they both sing eye to eye. I don't know. I don't actually know anything about Goofy. You got 3 voicemails left. I am going to pick Hello. I'm going to play Hello.
Hello, Vormer Phantoms. Rello, Hormer Fandoms. God damn it. This is so embarrassing. Fellow Vormer Handoms. Oh, God damn it. Why can't you get this right? Just get this right, for God's sake. Hello, former randoms. Okay, there we go, finally. This is Frogtoven. God damn it. This is Blog Random. God. Alice, delete this. Delete this, Alice.
So we once again ended a voicemail with you telling me to delete it.
Well, yeah, I figured it fit the theme of last week too.
Yeah. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm really embarrassed. I don't know how I messed that.
Yeah,
that
it's really
voicemail up so
embarrassing.
well. It's really embarrassing.
You really shamed your family.
I mean, like that's like someone who doesn't even know how to turn off the notifications on things on computers and stuff. Like that guy's an amateur.
Also, S Greenwell in the chat saying dogs don't lay eggs. I think.
I think
dogs don't also get up and wear clothes and walk on two legs and talk, and have other dogs as their dog pets. It's all made up. Sorry, I shouldn't start beef with our audience because then they'll stop. Then
did you say beef?
No, they do that. Okay, yeah. Are we gonna end up watching the video of the dog that says "I love you"?
We should.
Okay. We'll end on the "I love you" dog.
We should.
Goofy's wife stole his sperm from a nocturnal emission. He was an adherent of Dr. Kellogg and believed that blowing his beef was the unhealthiest thing he could do. Beef Week is just Goofy Defenders coming for Alice. Yeah, that's probably going to happen. I think that Max is actually Goofy's nobody or nothing shadow. Like Roxas is the shadow of Sora. I don't know. I don't actually know anything about Kingdom Hearts, but I'm going to pretend I do. We have 2 voicemails left. Which one do you want, Blog Delvin?
Gotta go with Doof Culture.
Doof Culture. Playing Doof Culture.
Hi, it's former Random Valerie calling again. I'm calling about doofs. We all know a doof or two. Some of us may be doofs ourselves, but have you heard of Australian bush doofs? Apparently, they are big dance parties in the outback, not the American Steakhouse. This is actually in Australia. And they seem to be like psychedelic raves, kind of outside sort of thing. I was just wondering if anyone was familiar with Australian doof culture.
I had never heard of this before.
Me neither.
I mean, look, man, this is your wife.
She's never talked about it before.
The Bush Doof, Australia's riotous outback dance parties. This is something I've been thinking about recently because there's a DJ I've kind of gotten into, and she posts on her Instagram just like dance parties every night where there's just like 500 people huddled outside bouncing up and down to EDM. Where are these parties? Where are these people? I really want to know. Like, where do I go? If there's a dance party right now I can go to and bounce up and down to EDM while a DJ goes like this, right this minute, I want to know where it is. Susie, yes, we did play your voicemail and we did love it. I don't know. Bush doof. Would you go to a bush doof?
No. I like that's pretty much the opposite of Beethoven right there.
That's true.
I just don't like being around like crowds in general, especially crowds moving. Like,
yeah,
like all of that is like, no, I don't like that. I like personal space and not a big fan of of loud. They're generally pretty loud.
That's true.
Like, I mean, if I'm not going to something like that, but if I go to something even remotely like that, you better believe I got some earplugs with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that stuff damages your hearing.
Did you just have a text notification go off?
What? No, I didn't.
Okay. Maybe I'm hallucinating. I recently realized that I have tinnitus, but it's not the tinnitus that I thought it would be, which is I have like white noise tinnitus, which is when I'm like laying in bed, I hear white noise in my ears, and I just always thought that was like that, but I realized recently it's tinnitus, probably because for me going to concerts and stuff, because I don't take care of my hearing.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Like I know sometimes with people going deaf, they'll have audio hallucinations because their brains will like reach to try to like grab what they're trying to hear, and so they'll have like full on audio hallucinations. And I know what happens with people is it's not even things that they want to hear. It'll be things like Christmas music, just because it's like sounds that you've heard so often in your life. Yeah.
I agree with one BBBR. That's terrifying. Oh
Yeah.
God.
So that can happen.
I thought it was going to be a bit where you were just going to talk about how you constantly hear "All I Want for Christmas Is You" or something.
Now I do. Now it's in my head. Just you mentioning it. Now I'm hearing it.
Okay. Last voicemail is Short Prince. I'm going to play Short Prince.
Hi. Yes, I wanted to leave a message about my 3 favorite bloopers. So first, a meta example. It's a very meta. Naked Gun. They run some bloopers as the baseball game is starting at the end of the movie. Next, Hollywood Squares. Short Prince Gilbert Gottfried just has like a 10-minute run of bloopers where they cannot guess his answer. And finally, Eastbound and Down. They just have a bloopers clip on YouTube that's basically 5 minutes of Will Ferrell going off script and making them all laugh about his plums. That's all. Keep up the good work if you're doing good work. Bye.
So I don't think we should go through all of these, but we will go through the Naked Gun bloopers. I've never seen. I've seen Naked Gun, but it was a long time ago. I think I was a kid.
And while the fans are awaiting the first pitch, they're being entertained by the stadium's Angel Vision, showing some of those unusual moments in baseball over the years.
Wow. Oh, he got it. Oh. Wait. Is that actually a real tiger? It's actually a real tiger. They didn't have CG back then. They rent a tiger for one day for this bit?
I love those movies. I mean, just spoof movies in general. I mean, classic spoof movies, not like.
Getting a report from the chat, that was a real game. Really?
What? But yeah, I love those little goofy spoof movies.
This is not helping. There's a team called the Tigers. I know this.
The cast of the third Naked Gun movie, Naked Gun 33 and a third, is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You've got of course you've got O.J. Simpson in all of the Naked Gun movies.
Yeah. Yes.
So you also have Anna Nicole Smith in the third one. I'm trying to think who else, but I remember last time watching it and just being like, wow, this person's in the movie. Like, yeah, I don't know what let's see. Here we go. Yeah. Presley.
George Kennedy, O.J. Simpson, Fred Ward, Anna Nicole Smith, yeah. Ellen Green. I don't know. These are all character actors. I don't know.
I guess maybe it's not as shocking as I remembered, but
maybe we get down into like the cameo section. Here we go. Weird Al, Vanna
White.
White.
Weird Al shows up in it. Vanna White shows up in it.
Bill Irwin, who's not the Bill Irwin that I know. Florence Henderson.
Yeah.
They have a President Clinton impersonator. Paul Feig.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Taron Killam. Michael Boatman.
Oh, he cameos in all of the Naked Gun films.
Yeah, Michael, the Boat Baby is in those films. We know this. Shannon Doherty, nice. Arlie Emery, Olympia Dukakis.
Oh, this must just be footage. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gotta be like.
All right. Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. That was our last voicemail. What else do we have to tell the people? Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to promote?
There's this big thing coming up next week. It's called Beef Week.
Beef Week.
Beef.
We're gonna start some beefs. We're gonna squash some beefs. Call in your beefs. Start calling them in now. I want you to flood this voicemail box. I want you to ruin this voicemail box with beef. The number, as always, is 608-285-2769. That is 608-285-2769. And we're going to start an hour early next week. And we're going to take your calls live, by which I mean we'll take your voicemails live. And we're probably not going to do that again because it's a lot of work for me. But we're going to do it next week for Beef Week. And I did promise that we would go out on our friend here. So...
The Boysenberry Festival.
Well,
that's the best reason
there's an ad right now for Knott's Berry Farm. I'm sparing you the pain of that. Here we go. All right.
Mishka, I love you. Mishka, I love you. I love you. Mishka, I love you.
I love